Every life you go up, you stop, then you go. Sometimes you come down a little bit, then you get depressed. Like, don't do
You
that.
know, when I used to take exams, I never celebrated.
Why?
Because I never thought I did well, of course. If I find that she won't buy the chicken food for the little chicks will die, I'll be responsible, I'll feel guilty. The little kids won't have chicks to play with. It's just going to be a mess.
I love Italian food, but never had a time to go there and eat. But we're
It's my
gonna go.
fault. No, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her.
No problem.
She's gonna be judging you pretty soon, so you
No
better
problem.
treat her good.
Judge Caprio offers powerful words of encouragement to a college graduate who's entering the tough job market.
Your motor vehicle has been booted. You have 8 parking tickets, and you have not paid one of them. You owe $480 now, with penalties and a $100 boot fee.
The judge has to make a decision on whether or not to charge him the penalties. Penalties were $320. He lives in Providence but moved to Kingston because he's a student at URI. When he moved, he wasn't getting anything in the mail. He stated that he was aware of the tickets, but it slipped his mind.
And what are you studying now at the university?
I'm studying media and I'm minor in public relations.
See if you can help yourself using your media and public relations skills. Number one, you make a good appearance. You're very respectful. And
Judge Frank asked what his dream job would be when he graduates. If he had a magic wand, he could wave to get his dream job. He stated that he'd want to have a record label or music company. He's done internships for URI, and he's also helped with media across the city. To top it off, he's more like a freelancer as he does his own thing too. It's pretty impressive.
it's for media.
Thank you, sir.
You make a good appearance. You're going to a great university, so you got all the elements. The only problem is you got parking tickets.
Yeah.
It's going to hold back your entire future. The boot fee is mandatory. It's $100.
He told the court that he isn't working, but he's got money saved up as he was working all summer. The judge stated that he was going to charge him for 3 overnight parking tickets out of the 8, and that's going to cost him $60. There's also a mandatory boot fee of $100, so instead of paying $480, it's going to cost him $160.
Live there anymore. And you didn't get the notices in the mail. I believe everything you said. You make a good appearance. And you graduated from college now, so you're setting yourself for the rest of your life. So no life is like this.
Judge Frank further encouraged him with words and wished him luck. A young woman parks her car, has too much to drink, and can't move it. Allison has 2 overnight parking tickets. She explained that she lived in Pembroke and they had just redone all the streets around her so that her driveway was completely blocked off, which she even had pictures to prove, but due to this, she had to park on the street.
Well, I see construction and I see all these cones and barrels and everything else. I mean, you mean you couldn't drive over those?
No, unfortunately not. I think that might have hurt my car a little bit.
Oh, are you a student?
I am.
What are you studying?
Biology.
She's a senior and she wants to be a teacher. She works with animals too. She doesn't plan on going back to Connecticut after she graduates because she's applying for a master program in Rhode Island. Without hesitation, Judge Frank dismissed the tickets, but unfortunately, she had another one.
I finished yesterday and my friends and I were celebrating at one of my friend's house on Grove Street, and I got drunk and parked overnight.
Well, what were you celebrating?
Finishing my try-off with all A's.
The case seemed like a tough one to the judge, so he decided to set up a 3-man court involving Administrator Butler, Inspector Quinn, and Inspector Kerrigan. Administrator Butler mentioned that the fact that she admitted that she had a little too much to drink and she also didn't get behind the wheel, he thought she deserved a break.
You're a friend already. See this?
Yeah, we're best friends now.
Inspector Carrigan?
Your Honor, $20 is a great choice.
Inspector Carrigan wants the $20.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
$20, you get drunk.
Inspector Quinn stated that based on the testimony of the motorist, anyone who could get an A in biology definitely deserves a break. Well, that's true, and we've got to give her that one. Now it's a 2-1 decision, so she wins. Fimagiro apparently didn't show up in court when she was summoned. She explained that she had thought in her mind when she got the ticket that it was the last Tuesday of October, but it turned out she was supposed to be in court a week before.
I just came in to let them know that it was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing court on the 23rd. We had Inspector Quinn. He had his entire staff here. Everyone was waiting. They said, you know, Famigliero's coming in today.
There was extra coffee, extra donuts.
Judge Frank stated that he's going to vacate the default and assume that the current date was her court date. She also failed to yield the right-of-way at a crosswalk. The judge stated that she's got 2 choices. She either pays the fine or she gets it dismissed on her good driving record. Well, except she had something else to say.
I was actually coming from school and I was gonna pick a client up because I work with the disabled. So I didn't say him. He just came all of a sudden like that. I'm like, I didn't even know what I did when he pulled me in.
She asserted that there was just one person in the crosswalk. Does she really think that that makes it any better? Like, if she just hits one person, it's not gonna hurt that bad? I don't know. She told the court that she'd learned her lesson and the case was dismissed on her good driving record. On to the next case. A motorist is rewarded for her good attitude. Miss Tahani has 6 unpaid parking tickets and most of them are in the afternoon. They're also all at parking meters. She stated that she had a ticket for a year, but there appeared to be a parking meter in front of her house.
Because there is no special parking, so it's hard to find a parking.
Where do you park at night?
She has the permit, Judge.
Yeah.
She has the overnight parking permit.
At night, I park the same parking.
okay.
She's a student at Johnson & Wales and she's studying network engineering. He stated that he was going to waive the penalties. That's really generous of him. The original tickets are $150, but with the penalty, it's $350. He further stated that he was going to charge her half of the original tickets, which is $75. Even at that, he mentioned that he was reluctant to still charge her.
For a student, you're living there, you have an overnight parking pass. I'm trying to do what I think is just and equitable, taking into consideration the position of the city. So I'm going to fine you $75.
Judge Frank asked if she liked living in the city. She explained that they had once broken her window and also written stuff with pencil on her car, hence why she has to park in front of her house even when she knows she's going to get a ticket.
They broke into your car?
Yeah, my window. They broke my window. They didn't steal anything, but I know they might be drunk and said, oh, I'm gonna break it.
You have a very good attitude.
I gotta say, she's got a great attitude. She looks like a happy person too. Based on the fact that she had her window broken, which cost her money, Judge Frank declared that he was going to give her a break, which meant it was going to cost her nothing. Man, she's got such a beautiful smile. She's living proof that a positive attitude leads to positive outcomes. You really gotta manifest the energy that you want to get back from the universe, On to our next case. Miss Della Rosa has 1 parking ticket on Spruce Street at an expired meter. The translator explained that she'd gone to buy some food for her chickens from the poultry. They kept her waiting, and when she got back to her car, she had already gotten a $25 ticket.
Raise chickens?
¿Usted cría pollos?
Sí, compré 3 pollitos ahí para mi nieto, ahí, para que lo miren ahí vivo y le echo comida.
Yes, she bought 3 of them, like for her grandkids.
Are these chicks or are these chickens in the backyard? Or are these little chicks?
Little chicks, yeah.
Her grandchildren are 9, 7, and a 3-year-old. Judge Frank asserted that he was going to give her a break and make the little chicks happy. The case was dismissed. Judge Frank Caprio receives a special gift from a Pakistani motorist, Mr. Amar, who's got a parking ticket on Canyon Street. He explained that had happened because his wife didn't know where to park, so she parked in a prohibited area. Looks like he came to court to blame his wife.
You drive the car?
Yes, I do.
Now you have a second car, is that right?
Was that the Jeep is mine and he has a Honda.
Well, she has a red light violation.
She explained that she was not familiar with the city because she just moved there. She's originally from Oklahoma. She told the court that life is faster and the roads are pretty busy in Rhode Island compared to Oklahoma. She had apparently relocated to Providence because she got married to Mr. Amar. Well, it's all his fault.
Are you originally from Oklahoma?
No, I born in Pakistan and then I grew up there.
How long have you been in the States?
More than 10 years.
Judge Frank asked what she missed about home, and she replied saying she misses the food the most. He then asked if there was any Pakistani restaurants in Rhode Island. Her husband mentioned that there was only 1 Pakistani restaurant in all of Rhode Island.
It's going to cost you a total of $65.
Okay.
See Inspector Carrigan.
Sure. Can we take a picture with you, sir?
Mr. Amar did not only take a picture with Judge Frank, he gave him a gift, a traditional hat from Peshawar in Pakistan.
My father brought one for you, but he didn't have a chance to meet you.
That's really super sweet of him, and it's honestly just a nice and kind and beautiful couple. On to our next case. She was charged with going through a red light on Roger William and Elwood Avenue.
This was at 10:49 in the morning. We have video, we're going to look at it.
She explained that her 3-year-old and 1-year-old were screaming at the same time at that time. One of them dropped her bottle of milk and the other one had water. Initially, that wasn't her route as she was going somewhere else, but she got into the wrong exit and was already panicking. She stated that she had no explanation for that and she apologized.
I was very much panicked and, was very distracted because if you hear their voices, they're very loud.
Dr. Quinn, how do you feel about this?
I don't drive the kids around, Judge, so I don't know what she's talking about.
She mentioned that she's learned not to drive long distances, but Inspector Quinn had a better advice for her. He told her she could turn the music up or roll the windows down and freeze them out, but unfortunately, she stated that nothing works.
Usually the phone works, but I was looking at my phone for the GPS. The GPS, so I had the
That's called distracted driving, Judge. We gotta get her to shut up.
The city allows you 0.2 of a second to get through the light.
In her case, she even went through the light in 0.3 of a second, so he has to make a decision whether to give her a break for the 1/10 of a second or not. He finally decided to give her a break as he believed 2 screaming kids and a mother who took a wrong exit is a sufficient excuse to get a case dismissed.
Executing Officer Inspector Quinn, how do you feel about this case?
Your Honor, you have had made rulings before on the .3, and so what was it, infinitesimal?
Infinitesimal.
That you feel that the benefit should go to the motorist then?
The high school student skipped school to support her mom. Will she be able to convince the judge to give her mom a break? It appears that she has Judge Frank's daughter as her teacher, and fortunately, she gets good marks. She's also on the honor roll.
Favorite subject?
Math.
Math. I'm going to tell my daughter-in-law her subject is not your favorite subject. So say my favorite teacher is your daughter-in-law.
Well, that's
Gabriella.
the second.
It's my favorite course. She's so good. You're supposed to butter me up.
No, she's like a great teacher.
Miss Moshelli stated that she was actually late for her class. I see the card she's trying to play there. Judge Frank had other plans though. He asked if she had her phone with her, then asked her to give it to Simon. He called her to the bench and Simon took a picture of him. Now she's got proof that she was in court.
You're talking to your mother when you get home, you see? Because she's got a problem. She's got a speeding ticket and 2 red lights and a parking ticket. So we're going to look at the red lights right now, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
There was a right on red after stop, which Miss Moshelli stated that she didn't see. There was another video from the same location where she also went through the light. The judge asked her daughter if she was guilty in both cases, and she obviously stated that she wasn't. I was kind of expecting that.
Okay, she also was charged with speeding in the school zone on Charles Street. The speed limit was 20 miles an hour. How fast was she going? 40 miles an hour.
Well, we've got to admit that she's guilty on that one, but that's not all. She's also got a parking ticket on Cass Street. She stated that she was parked at a parking meter, but she paid. She told the court that she took pictures as proof. Judge Frank asserted that according to the record he had, she was not parked at a parking meter at all.
That you have a ticket that you paid, but not this one, because you've had 26 parking tickets. So
I had 26 parking tickets?
You've had 26 parking tickets. I have your record.
Fortunately for her, the legislator has only posted a $50 fine for speeding in a school zone. He asked her daughter if she thought she deserved a break. What do you think her answer was?
Do you think she should?
No.
I work hard 7 days a week in the state of Providence. I got a ticket. And I got a ticket right there. I work at the high riser.
Okay. I know you work hard, right?
7 days a week.
But you were doing 40 miles an hour in the school zone.
In her defense, she was probably late for work. Now, that's not a valid enough excuse, though. The judge stated that he was going to dismiss one of the red light charges, so it was going to cost her $135.
You going to pay that for her?
I can try.
Yeah, you better get a job. Okay, it's going to cost you $135. Thank you for helping.